Good morning, everyone. I hope you are ready for today's video. Today's video is going to be a little bit longer. We are doing the fun part of the budgeting part of this series. I know it's been a little bit overwhelming, but we've went through the most important part, and now we are going to take that information that we did in our first two videos, and we are going to take these dashboards. These are available in my Stand store. I have made them for you for each child, elementary age. I will have dashboards available for middle school age as well as high school and college. And then these are going to be for your family binder. And then we also have the ones for the sinking funds as well are in this whole pile as well. So go ahead and get those, and then we will be back to stuff these together. So I put in my intro already that I just purchased these. I do have really cute binders, but I want this to be for the person that does not have that. I use that as an excuse for many years to not do it because I didn't have a fancy binder. These two things here cost me $3.25 at Walmart. This is the size of the envelopes, and this is these are the index cards. The only other thing you need is a marker. You can get the dashboards off of my Stand store if you want. If you don't, we're going to just make them with the envelopes to make it super simple. No reason to not get started. So we're just going to go ahead and go through the list that we made. We're going to do the kids ones first. And so I'm just going to go to the kids dashboards just so that I have something to go off of. So this is, we are starting with the children's categories first. We talked about that in my last video, so we're going to go ahead and write those out. So you can just follow along with me, watch me, or you can pause this and get all of your things that you need in order to do this as well. While you do that, I am going to go ahead and open these index cards. I hope this is a pretty good angle. I am limited in space in being able to do these videos, so just bear with me here. Again, I think the content that I am providing to you is more important than where I am filming the content, I would hope. So each envelope, there is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's more than 10. Give me a second. Let me look for the next page. Yeah. So there is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for each child that we are going to make. So let's go ahead and get started with that. This is, again, going to be a longer video because I'm going to walk through every step with you. Hopefully you went to the bank and got the denominations that you needed in order to do this. So we're going to go ahead and make these. If you have some fun stickers you can add to this, do that. If not, then don't worry about it. So future is going to be the first one. Again, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. And then we are going to have, this is going to be where we are going to log every time that we make a deposit into this envelope, every time we make a withdrawal from this. So we're going to put future on the top here. Again, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. And you're just going to stick it in the envelope here. And I'm probably just going to do 2 at a time, 2 because we're doing the same thing for 2 children. So I'm going to make my second one for future. Again, if you want to print my dashboards out, you can just tape them here on the front. You can go to my Stand store and print them out, but I think this is the easiest way to do this here. And I'm doing 2 of each because this is going to be for 2 children. So again, we're going to be doing another index card here. Okay, I'm just going to stick it in here. And I'm probably going to just fast forward this part a little bit. We're just going through all 15 of these. The next one is going to be emergency fund. I promise you all of this effort is going to be worth it. Just power through. Fund. Emergency fund for 2. And then we're going to put that same thing on the back of these index cards. I'm just going to put EF for emergency fund. And I'm just going to stick it in the envelopes. Let me know down below the other videos that you have watched of mine getting into this series. I would like your thoughts on them. Am I moving too fast? Am I giving enough information? Are you excited about the things that we are getting ready to do together? Is there anything you're confused about? Just put that in the comment section down below. So let's see, future emergency. Future emergency. The next one is going to be eating out. As I said in my other videos, of course, you try not to eat out a lot because, well, for one thing, it's ridiculously expensive. You have to put out like a second mortgage on your house just for a family meal. But I understand being a mom, being a sports mom, being a mom of boys who were always outgoing and playing sports, that is inevitably going to happen. So we're just going to plan for it. And that's what part of this series is planning for life and not just the bills. Because these things happen in everybody's life. Again, we're doing another eating out. Just like Christmas, just like birthdays, they happen every year. But for some reason, we never take the time to budget for them all year long. So that is not such a big deal when it actually happens. And you're like, oh shoot, let me figure out where these funds are going to come from, right? So we are changing that. So that was eating out. Now we're going to do birthday. Birthday for both children. If this is your first time watching my video, thank you so much for being here. We are doing a 9-month series together where we are going to be budgeting like this. We will be cash stuffing together. We will be doing end of the month, tracking everything, what we have saved through that month. We will be doing a lot of things to help you over the summer with the kiddos, things to do for fun, things you can just do inside your home, getting date nights, family nights, things like that as a priority. We are budgeting for those as well. Okay, so we've completed 5 for each of the kids right now. We got to keep moving. We got 10 more to do. So I'm going to speed this up again. We've done eating out. We've done birthday. Now we are on Christmas. Isn't it going to be so nice to be able to look back at this part and just be so grateful that you took the time to do this when Christmas is not that far away. I mean, let's just be real about it. It honestly feels like it never leaves, to be honest with you. Maybe we will like it more when we know that we can actually afford it and actually budget for however much we are going to, spend on each child. This way, we are already saving for our children. And then in the family binder, we are also actually in our sinking funds, we're actually saving for Christmas again so that you and your significant other could probably for the first time actually get each other a Christmas present. I know how that feels. And you just suck it up and sacrifice because that is the right thing to do. But it'll be nice to be able to do this. And then the same thing for their birthday. Especially if they have a big birthday coming up, like if they're, turning 13 or maybe 16. You have to make a little bit bigger deal about those ones. So it's going to be great for you to be able to have this saved up. And then also the things that happen every year in school. We're doing birthday party now. Again, these don't have to be, these are for you. They don't have to have anything fun and fancy on them. You don't have to have fancy binders. We just need to, my biggest problem with anything, as I've told you in other videos, is that I have a problem with being consistent. So I just actually got done with a whatnot show that did not go well. And instead of, fretting over it and thinking that I did something wrong, I just came here, turned my my phone on, and I am just doing this with you guys together instead. I will try again later this evening and see if I can get any movement in my whatnot shows. So we'll see what happens there. All right, we are on teacher gifts. We are almost there. Teacher gifts. Isn't that awesome that we are also doing that too? Teacher gifts. We're also doing book fair and field trips. Planning for the mid-year when the children need a little bit of new clothes, new socks, undergarments, and then the same thing for school clothes and school supplies. We are already taking care of that. So I hope you guys find this to be exciting, helpful, gonna ease your mind about everything, mostly all things that children need. And then field trip, things will just be so much smoother. Book fair, and then I'm also doing this with you, so it's keeping me accountable and it's helping you as well. Okay. Keep going. We got a couple more to go. Book fair, field trips. I can't really, writing very neatly is difficult for me anyways. As I've told you before, I have multiple sclerosis, and I get terrible pain in my hands, and then I have hand tremors. So I am doing the best that I can do here, and that is all that is needed, right? We're just going to keep on keeping on. Book fair is done. We are moving to mid-year clothing. I know this is probably something that people don't really think about either, but especially when you have elementary age children, they definitely go through some big growth spurts throughout the year. And so be able to have this in your back pocket. You're going to thank me later. And as I've said in my previous videos as well, my children are grown. They are 22 and 24, but I am totally fine doing this with you. I'm going to show you and hopefully feel the achievement that we feel every single month in completing these and being consistent with them. So I am all in doing this with you. That is mid-year clothes. Now we're going to do school clothes. I know there were a lot of times where I was like, I have no idea where the money for the school clothes is going to come from, but we just, you just figure it out. Figure it out. And we are not in that mode anymore. We are not just going to figure it out because your mom brain, your mom little heart, and your little everything just needs a little bit of a break. So here we go, school clothes. Hopefully you can see those. Let me move a little bit. This is just another angle. I decided to switch it up a little bit. Again, I said at the beginning of this video is that I am limited on space in being able to do these videos. So we are just working with what I have. So school clothes. I think we just have a couple more left. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 left to do. The next one is school supplies. I don't want you to put them in the same one. I would like you to put them in separate. And the reason for that is you can get school supplies very cheaply over the summer, but you have to keep an eye on the ads. I don't know if you guys get the newspaper still, but Target definitely has some good deals on school supplies. I don't know if you have an Office Max or a Staples. They usually run some pretty good deals on school supplies as well over the summer. So the reason why I'm asking for them to be separate so that you will just have, if you see that pencil sharpeners are 29 cents. then you can just take a couple dollars out of the school supplies, and it's not interfering with the school clothes. So make sure you keep those separately. And then we also budgeted for them to be separate as well. The next one is going to be sports. My children were big into sports. I know some school districts still don't make you pay. I know the district that my kids went to school and that my nieces go to currently, they don't charge for sports. But I know that there are a lot of states and schools that now charge for those things. So we are going to budget for them. My kids played competitive baseball, and this would have been so amazing to be able to be doing this every single year to get prepared for those big trips to Denver. Next one is chores. We are almost done, guys. Chores. I have sped through this pretty quickly, so it doesn't seem like it's actually been as long as it has to you, hopefully. This one is chores. If you want to go back later and you want to put some cute little stickers on them, I mean, by all means, do that. But again, you are the only person that's going to be seeing these. I could take my time and be really fancy, but I'm not really a fancy person. I want to just get to what my point was in doing these. This is just the holder to what is going to make our life so much simpler and easy. Next one is self. Okay. Maybe once we are down, we have been doing this for a few months, if you want to upgrade to an actual cute little binder. I may even give away some binders. I have quite a few that have barely been used at all, that I'll be willing to give away as well. I might just buy some cute ones, brand new ones, and also have them as giveaways. You know, just to tell you, you're doing a great job, Mama. Or whomever, Grandma, Grandpa, whomever, Dad, whoever's watching. Okay, summer. We have, this is our last one, summer. So this is my last one for the kids. Summer. And next week, we are going to be starting the spring cleaning part of this. I have a downloadable on my stand store for that part that we were going to do as well. So these are complete. We have both of our children done. And so we can either just move on to the next section, which is I think what we're going to do. And then I think I'm going to have my Sunday show where we are going to actually cash stuff these. So we are just making these together right now. If I can get these to stay. So these parts will probably be sped up. So we just got done making categories and envelopes for 2 children. I think there are 15 categories for each child. This is what they look like. And so now we are going to be moving on to the family binder. Again, we are just going to continue doing the same thing we were doing for the children. If you want to change it to a different color marker or something, that's perfectly fine. But we only have to make one set of these. So I'm going to move these ones out of the way. So I got another stack of blank envelopes, and these are the ones that we are going to stuff now. Where did it go? Just had it. Here we go. So car maintenance. I'm just trying to keep these separate. I think, oh no, holidays, Christmas, and extra savings are our sinking funds. And so we are just going to go ahead and get started with our, I don't know why I'm confused. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our family binder. And so that is going to be, hold on one second. Okay, here we go. So emergency fund. emergency fund. Okay. Next one is date night. Date night. Again, I'm going to speed this up so we can get through these, but I hope that you're doing this with me. Again, we don't need to be fancy here. I'm not a fancy person. Let's see, date night. The next one is going to be family night. Okay, family night. Okay, we got car maintenance. And again, you don't have to have these if you don't want to, but I think it'll keep you, you definitely like make sure you remember that you've taken things out or what have you. So house maintenance. House maintenance. I have so many great ideas of things that we're going to do, guys. I can't wait to share them with you. I also have some goals that I am going to be doing videos about because I'm ready to take control of the things that I am interested in and stop just waiting for things to happen. They don't really happen if you don't put the work in, right? Just like a relationship. Appliance repair. Appliance repair on here. You can abbreviate. These go in just like the others. Okay, the next one is going to be gas. The next one is registration for your vehicles. I mean, seriously, have you ever budgeted for your car registration? I haven't. Does it happen every year? Yes, ma'am. Yes, it does. Well, we are changing that. Okay. I believe that is all of our, let me know if I am missing any. That is all of our family, from our family binder. And now we have, let's see, I think only just a couple for our sinking funds. Oh, you know, we did miss one. We missed meat for our meat for our family binder. Okay. All right, so now we are moving on to our sinking funds. We have an oh no fund. Oh no fund. I do have some stickers. Maybe I'll go back later on and add some cute little stickers to some of these. Again, we're working on our oh no fund now. Holidays. Holidays. And this is the other fund I was telling you about, that we already have made our envelopes for Christmas for our children. And so now this Christmas one that we are making now is, you know, this could be for just you and your significant other. You could also, this could be for stocking stuffers if you do stockings. That's one of my favorite parts of Christmas, is filling my kids' stockings with all their just little favorite things or things I've overheard that they wanted. I just like adding them extra savings. Okay, very good. So I think that is everything that we need to stuff for. you want to go ahead and applaud for yourself. We are so much closer now than we were in my last video and getting ready to now stuff these. So my next question is, did you go to the bank and did you get the denominations that you needed? Also, if you want to, we can, because we have these, remember we're doing a mom's fund and a dad's fund. Depending on what you want to do with your $30 a week. If you want to just take it all with you, if you want to separate it, you can do that. I'm not going to do that. Maybe I will. I'm just going to do mom fund. And then maybe in mom's fund, I'm going to actually put a, because I do need to get a windshield for my car. So I think I'll just put these both in my envelope. So mom, but I think for my husband, I think I'm just going to hand him $30 a week and he can do what he would like with it. So I'm just going to make that is just onto the side there. So this is my mom fund. If you are new within this is going to all happen with $338. All of these are every day or every week are going to get stuffed. We are $338 a week. And then after this month, June, because at the middle of June, I am going to actually teach you how to do your own little side gig to make some extra money. So my hope is that by July, you will be making at least $170 a week. So then you only have to take $170 from your actual budget from home, if that makes sense. So that is my goal for you and for myself to be able to do that. We are going to switch gears now and we are actually going to cash stuff these. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the money that you got from the bank teller, and then we are going to separate it and we are going to stuff these babies. All right, so hopefully you can see that. I think there's a little bit of a glare, unfortunately. Let me move this down a little bit and see if you can see it better. So in one of my previous videos, I told you that you just needed to take the $33 and you decide what was most important. And so I've done that, and it's going to probably look a little bit like this in order to get the numbers. We're not increasing this amount. You need to make this amount, $33, if you're following this plan, work here. So we're going to do one child at a time. And we are going to go through all of these. We are going to stuff, if you can see, let me move right here. Let me move this over. So here is the money from the bank. And we are stuffing $33 in each one of these for each child. And we're going to do that together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start cash stuffing for the first time. I don't know what to do about that stupid, I have a bad glare from my phone. Give me just a moment. Hopefully if that helps a little bit. So we are going to go ahead and start stuffing these. The first one we are going to do is Summer. I'm going to show you exactly what to do here. So Summer, if you want, you can just go ahead and put 2 down here so you know if this is the way you want it set up. If not, do it the way you want. And then just so you know for next time, just put that denomination or that amount on the back of this envelope. Then out here, today is, I believe, the 5th. So 6, maybe this is 6/6. And we are adding, so plus $2. And then you just leave it like that. And then we're going to take $2, and we are going to go ahead and put that in this envelope. And you have just cash stuffed your first envelope for your child. I hope you feel good about that. Next one is Self. This one gets $1 each week. This is just a little bit something for your child to be able to go and get something for himself if he has done a really good job. And this is just a small reward for him. And this is going to get a plus $1. And we're going to put $1 in here. I know these are small amounts, but they will add up, and we have to just start somewhere, right? So chores is also going to get $1. This is for you to be able to give them money for doing their chores. And so we're just planning ahead for that. So this is going to get the date 6/6, and we're going to put it a plus because we are adding, and we're going to be adding $1. And then we're going to put $1 in here. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible to be able to do this. So the next one is sports. Sports is going to get $2. So we're going to take this out. This is just an index card and an envelope that maybe together cost just a couple of cents for a box, and for each one of those, a box of each one of those. I think I just ordered it this morning. It was $2. So the date again, and then we're going to add $2. 1, 2. We will also have cash condensing videos because adding $1 bills to this is going to start bulking it up. So we will, at the end of every month, do cash condensing videos as well, and I will show you how to do those. Next one is school clothes. School clothes gets $33. Or school clothes, we are stuffing $33. School clothes gets $3. 6, 6, and we're going to add $3. We're also going to put $3 back here so we know that's what we are cash stuffing every single week. And we are going to do $3, and that goes in this binder, this little envelope here. Next one is going to be school supplies. Again, $3. I'm going to just do one child in this video because it's going to be quite long anyway. So I just want to at least do one child with you so you kind of get the idea on how to do this. And then I will do another video tomorrow where we are cash stuffing the rest of the envelopes that we made together today. So this one gets $3. Okay. And then the next one is going to be mid-year clothing, and that is going to also be $3. I'm glad that we added summer when we were doing this in the last video. I'm glad we added summer to this. There may not be a lot in there for, this summer, but if you start now, by next summer, you will have money in there already allocated to take care of, extra groceries because the kids are home, things to do. Book fair field trip gets, let's see, $2. So, and this is all based off of a budget for each child every single week of $33. It is going to take care of so many things that you do not have to stress about. Okay. These are some very nasty $1 bills. Next one is teacher's gift. Teacher's gift gets $1. Again, we're just putting the denomination on the back of the envelope so we remember. And then we are just going to put the date. And we are adding $1. Okay, the next one is going to be birthday parties. So these are things that your kiddo is going to be invited to. Their little friend at school is having a birthday party. You will already have these things set aside. $3. Is this $3? Birthday parties. Yes, $3. Again, you can change that around if you don't want to put that much towards birthday parties. That's completely up to you. Birthday, so it will be your child's birthday. This one gets $4. I hope you guys can see this all right. I know it's a weird angle, I apologize. We are adding $4 to this one. You have just started saving for your child's birthday. your child's Christmas this coming up year. So many things to be excited about here. Definitely excited about. You're about to cash stuff the envelope for your child's Christmas this upcoming year. We are going to be putting $3 in this one. $2 and $3. Next one is going to be eating out. This one is going to get $2. How awesome is it going to be to have this, you know, if you have to go out to eat or whatever, when you get home, you can just pay yourself back for whatever you spent at the you know, McDonald's or whatever. So that's really exciting because it is very expensive to go out to eat. Definitely. Okay. Emergency fund gets $2. We are almost done here, guys. We are almost done cash stuffing for the first time for one of your little kiddos. That, just take a deep breath and think of how amazing that is, and how we are only in the second or the third video of this series, and we are making some big moves here. And then the last one for the first child, we're only doing one together. I will do the other for the other child off camera. And so the last one is going to be future. I also thought about maybe adding car to here, but I really think maybe the middle, like when they are in 5th grade, I think that it's going to be important for you to go ahead and get started saving for a car. Obviously, the first car shouldn't be like, you know, something spectacular, but cars are not cheap. If you live anywhere like me, I live in Colorado, even saving for the insurance for the vehicle would be helpful because it is very expensive for insurance at all here in Colorado, but definitely for somebody who is a new driver, it is so very expensive. So you have just saved, started your saving, your envelopes, your budgeting system, and you've just completed your first child's complete budget for the week. That is a great accomplishment. You should be so excited if you are following along. I am going to go ahead and stuff the rest of the other child's envelopes off camera. This has been a very long video. And I hope that, let me fix this. I hope this information in doing it this way is helpful for you. I'm also going to, I think I'm going to actually cash stuff my own personal bills as well. I'll probably not do that part of the series. I will do that with, as part of my videos on my channel, but not part of this series. I think I am going to do that. I think this is going to be so amazing for you and myself. I'm very proud of you if you got started with me. This is video 3. Video 4 will be cash stuffing the other categories, the other envelopes for the family binder and for the sinking funds. That will be my video on Sunday. And you just got started. I'm so happy for you. I hope that you feel happy that you are making this change. We are going to do this right here, what we just did together every single week, to keep you accountable, to keep myself accountable. We will have check-ins at the end of the month so we can see overall how much we saved in each category for each child or each fund itself. And it's just going to be very cool and fun to be on this journey with you. I mean, how awesome is it going to be in 6 months to be able to go back and look at where we started and how much we have already saved for. I'm also very excited to get into the spring cleaning part of these videos. Again, today's video is the children's binders that we just completed. Sunday's video will be the family binders and the sinking funds that we are going to cash stuff as well. And then my next video will be on, I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So my next video will be on Monday, and I will be introducing the spring cleaning part. I'm going to leave a link for you in my stand store. Not only can you get my dashboards to be able to do this part that we just went through if you don't want to write it all out, if you want to just like glue it on the front of the envelope, however you want to do is perfectly fine. But I have them in my stand store. There is no charge for them. I want you to have them, even if you want to use those to be able to know how many or what dashboards or categories are in each one, however you want to do it. But also the spring cleaning part, there is an 8-minute spring cleaning sheet that I have in there. I think that you'll love it. I think I have it up for maybe $1. I also have one that you can utilize every single day, and I do. I actually, I will show you next week. I actually have them laminated. You will be able to access them all the time, and if you want to come back and just keep reprinting them, that's perfectly fine. But the 8-minute that you can use every single day, it has so much value in it. I think it's I think within a whole hour and a half, you'll be able to get dinner started, or prepped, get a load of laundry started. 3 rooms, you'll be able to list 3 different rooms that you will use the 8-minute method on to get them completed. Give yourself a little bit of time to go freshen up, get your makeup on, do your vitamins. And then also there is a part where you will add 3 different things that you want to accomplish today. The cleaning and the dinner, getting dinner ready, the laundry, those are all things that we have to do. So I want you to be able to list 3 things that you need to get done, either for yourself, if there's a doctor's appointment you need to make, what have you. That's on there as well. And then also 16 minutes is included in that for you to go take a breath, go for a walk. If you have to put your kid in the walker or stroller and go for a walk, 16 minutes is put aside for you to be able to go do that. Then completing putting the laundry in the dryer before you go for that walk or whatever, because you know your mom brain, you're going to think about it the entire time that you were trying to take a walk. Giving yourself some grace, doing some really good self-talk, self-motivation, things like that. That's all included in the 8 minutes for your daily cleaning. But then for your spring cleaning one, it is very similar, but all of them, for everything that is going to be in there, I think there's 11 tasks in there. The laundry, dinner is also included in there. Taking a time out for yourself to get ready, taking time out for you to go for a brisk walk, treadmill, whatever that you just need time for yourself. But it is going to go through every step that you need in order to deep clean one room. So we're probably going to work on 2 rooms a week. The goal is not only to deep clean that room from top to bottom, but we are going to find 10 to 15 items within that specific room that we can resell. And so that is where the teaching you guys how to use platforms like Poshmark to be able to get some of that money back so that we can utilize it for our cash stuffing that we are doing together, if that makes sense. My goal for you and for myself in doing this is that for the first month, we need to find $338 a week within our own budget in order to start this process. By the beginning of July, my hope is that we will be making enough income, at least $170 a week. We could be selling things on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Poshmark, things like that. But our goal will be contributing $170 a week to the $338 that we originally. So $338 for the first 4 weeks. For this month of June, and then in July, the only thing would be you would be contributing $170 from your own budget that you already have, and then $170 will be coming from our little side hustle that we're going to be doing together, if that makes sense. So that is my goal for us. I hope you stick around. I don't really I don't really do any type of editing of any of my videos. I'm just a regular person, and I want to be as raw as possible. In my videos, there will be a lot of, maybe sometimes like I just had just a second ago, where like I just froze for a minute. With my disability, I have multiple sclerosis. Sometimes I have a hard time with my words. I also, my hands fidget a little bit, things like that, things I just don't have any control over. So I just want to tell you ahead of time that those are things that, little quirky things about myself. So I'm sharing them with you. We are going to be spending a lot of time together over the next 9 months. So here I am. I am so excited for this journey for the both of us. I hope you will stay motivated, stay consistent, and we are going to be making things so much easier for you and your family in so little time. I think we can make such big improvements and changes. And some of them are going to be little changes. And so I think that you are going to love it. By the time we are maybe just a couple months in, you're going to see a huge difference. I also will be talking next week about some really fun and exciting things that you can do with your kiddos over the summer. They're either home now or they're getting ready to be out for the summer. So I'm going to have some guides in my stand store as well. Some are free, some may, I mean, I'm not trying to make a ton of money off of my stand store, but I did take a lot of time in making them. And it's like almost a passion for me to make your life a whole lot easier. So, just a little bit of money is all I'm asking, maybe like $1.99 for any of the ones that I do have in there. I can tell you when we get closer to the showing you how to resell on platforms like Poshmark, I do have a reseller's guide that will let you know like what are the hip happening brands to be looking for. Those may be a little bit more because I've spent months, literally months putting that together, but we'll get there. But I just want to let you know and be completely upfront with that. But go take a look at my stand store. I'll have it listed down below. There are some free things in there, and I'll be adding more as we get closer to the middle of next week, focusing on things that we can do with our children that are fun, either cheaply or free. So I know I've rambled a lot at the end of this. I don't like going really over 30 minutes, but again, congratulations. We are on our way, and I will see you in my next video.